Today's title is Higher Brain Living, Neuroscience Revolutionary Breakthrough with Craig Polfus. And we will talk about the groundbreaking findings in the world of neuroscience, which will change the world by enabling us to live a higher life.
So now finally to our guest, it's Craig Polfus, and he is a holistic psychologist, and he is the director of professional outreach and education for higher brain living. So hello, Craig.
Hello, girls. Great to be with you.
Yeah, and would you like to add a little bit to who you are and what you are doing, just as a brief information before we really dive into the subject?
Sure. As you said, I'm a holistic psychologist, and I also use the term an integral psychologist, which is even a step beyond holistic, significant step. And I have an online coaching and counseling practice, and I'm passionate about, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of two breakthroughs in the field of mental health and personal development and personal potential.
Oh, what? I think this is a very good starting point. First of all, to ask you, what was your experience? You have experienced it before, because otherwise you wouldn't have done it. So you might be able to firsthand to answer to the questions of Vivek.
But what makes this go far beyond that is, what if we could come at that with an energized, an awakened higher brain, a higher consciousness that can see the most essential points to interact in each of those dimensions. We call them hot spots. If you have hot spots that have been holding you back, you can start to clear up the main ones, and as you get successful at clearing those up, you get more and more confident and effective and feel better and better.
I would like to interrupt you a moment. We have a lot of people here. There's Teresa Schöndorf.
The constrained, the energy and life force in the mind-body system, and allows it to go through the lower brain, releasing that stress and grip to the higher brain and awakening it.
What I have understood, that higher brain living, his way of doing this is a sort of the umbrella, which is preparing the ground where all the other techniques can flourish even more. Is it that, Greg?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
How did you get into this modality, if I can call it that? So how did you get into it?
Okay, so I'm going along. I'm a psychologist and actually a clinical social worker in the U.S., and I'm involved with this other psychospiritual breakthrough. And what makes that a breakthrough is we're able to identify the three core principles behind all human experience.
I have a testimonial where Teresa is really making publicity for your method. She says, in my experience, there is an activation of another part of my brain.
Great testimonial there.
Great way to put it.
So you have talked now a little bit about the benefits and how it came to you. So you are excited to bring it into the world. And so that's also a reason why you are here with us on the interview, because I want to go back what Vivek said at the beginning. It seems like only some movement and some breath, and I think this is one of those things which you can only believe when you have experienced it. And so I'm wondering, is there a possibility to experience that?
So imagine what you just experienced, Margherita, maybe 100 times more. That I'm not kidding. It's stunning what we're capable of and what is in us.
I'm sure there are many skeptics about that, you know. Are you really sure that that person doesn't really move just because it is for the video and things like that? Can you talk a little bit more about the scientific research on that? Because we need the upper right quadrant, the science, too, and many people are skeptics in these things, and when we want to change the world, we really need to have everybody in the boat.
It's healthy to be skeptical. That's the lower brain. Again, the lower brain is not bad. It's the lower brain wanting to make sure this is safe. But if we let skepticism run the show and stop us, when it shouldn't. That's where the problem comes.
And so this is, I think, a breakthrough for you if you were going to go and share this. I know that it would work because I really had that experience. So you have my voice to support you.
I'm very happy to support you in this, and we will invite you also in the Wisdom Factory in summer, and we will see what we can do. This is very enriching and very, 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 very valuable, and thank you for us and for our audience and the people who in future will see the video.